I go. Okay. Yeah. Hello. I do? Yeah, maybe. One second. I have to get my socks. I'll be right back.
There we go. How's that? A little better, perhaps? A little better? The mic is muted. You can see my lips wagging. There we go. Hello, Calcron. How are you, Calcron? Always takes me a little while to get these things set up. Don't it? I should tweet, shouldn't I? I should let people know we're doing this. I've just spent the entire afternoon doing email stuff.
I couldn't find my socks, so I got a new pair of socks.
You have no socks?
No, I couldn't find my socks.
You couldn't find any socks at all?
I couldn't find my socks.
Well, you just steal someone else's. That's what Baz does.
Oh, no. I had socks and I took them off and I couldn't find them, so I had to get a new pair.
So somewhere there's a pair of socks roaming around free.
I don't know where they are.
All right, I'm just gonna do a little tweeter. I'm gonna tweeter. I'm gonna do some tweetering just to let everyone know. Hello, all.
I have to pull up the email.
Tech bandits are jerks. No, are live. Here we go. How are you doing? How is your you're in your like last week before this is it for 2020 for you, isn't it, school wise?
3 more days.
That's it. 3 more days and then you're not going back to school until 2021. How cool is that?
Yeah.
It'd be kind of nice to get 2020 done, don't you think?
Yeah.
Join us in our madness. How's that?
Sure.
All right, gonna do that. You're like, whatever. Just, yeah. Why? Here we go. Some people do this in advance. Hey, did you notice I got you your damn notes early this time?
I know.
Yeah.
Hi, Wolf Pup.
Who we got here? Hey! Is that Wolf Pup?
Hi. Yep.
How are you, Wolf Pup?
Good.
You suitably Dungeons and Dragoned at this point? That was a lot of fun, I gotta say.
Oh, are we
so
having
much
that
fun.
today?
Oh, no, not today.
Oh.
Poor James needs a break. Actually, knowing James, he'd probably do it. But no, I think we're just gonna... I've got some tech stuff to talk about today. I think it's about time we did that, don't you think?
Oh, yes, I know what we should talk about.
Oh, you got something?
Yeah, about Flash leaving.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you.
That's right. I was thinking more
Thank you,
tech game bandits for
About
that.
Flash leaving, and what I just thought it was cool, what a lot of people, like websites
Aliens?
that use
Do you
Flash
know any
again.
websites that use it? Who uses it?
there's something called Cool Math Games, which is like
Oh, I guess that's done now. They're
any
cold to get.
No, they're making all of the games into HTML.
Oh, like the HTML5 or whatever it is, the new HTML that's sort of interactive, where they can make interactive. I think
Yeah.
I've done this.
James walked in and said James needs a break. He was talking about D&D, James.
The first thing I hear is James needs a break. It's true. You're probably exhausted, James. I was actually joking that you probably would be up for another Dungeons and Dragons today, but it's not really that's not on the books. We're talking tech today for sure. Why is camera 1 not working? What is camera 1? Oh, that's the Stargate cam. Hang on a second. The Stargate squirrel cam. How on earth?
To be honest, the cool math games is everything except math games.
Is everything
How long
except
did it
math
take you
games
to
and cool?
figure that one out?
Wait a second. Is that
First game I played. Oh yeah,
That's the
I
whole point of
remember-
cool math game.
I remember on like our first day of school or something, all the kids, this is all they were playing.
what? Why were they cool math games? No.
No, they're just games.
Oh, really? Oh, I think Baz told me about this. Wait a second. So why are they called cool math games if they're not really cool math games?
I don't know.
Because it's to trick teachers into letting kids play games that aren't actually like math related. But they're like, can we play cool math games? And it's like, yeah, sure, if it's math, right?
Really? So we could call this like cool math bandits, and even though we don't do any math, people will be fine.
Yeah.
New guy here. Who is streaming aside DH? Crafty Iggy. Hello, Crafty Iggy. So what we're doing is we're talking to the Tech Bandits. Tech Bandits being the next generation of brilliant minds, and we're talking about some technology. We're talking
Maybe
about
some other people, but definitely not me.
Oh, you don't plan on being brilliant? Really? You're not planning on brilliance? Yeah. Here's the beautiful.
I plan on being slightly above average. So, yeah.
It's funny,
So
you know.
not big. No big expectations for me, but people don't think I'm stupid, and I can say, haha, you're average, and I'm slightly above average.
So you don't want to set too high expectations. I think that's quite funny that you're like I'd rather surprise people by thinking, hey, she's not an idiot.
The bar low so you can impress people.
Smart, actually, very smart. That was like my character on Stargate was always saying, oh, this is completely impossible, so that when he did it, everyone's like, oh my god, you did it. So I've sort of started doing that in my own life. I was like, oh, I don't know, this bathroom renovation, it's never going to happen. I mean, and then I do it, and it's like, oh my god, how did I do that? How did I pull it off? I shouldn't tell you all my secrets, should I? Really? All right, good evening.
Tell life secret.
Well, okay, Wolf Pup, talk to me about this. This whole what did you call it?
That's not shift.
Your software, the software that's just been the Shockwave stuff. What's it called? It used to be called Shockwave. Now it's called
The Flash?
Flash, that's it. Yeah, so Shockwave, back in the early dinosaur days of the internet, it was called Shockwave, and then it became the Flash player, and it's incredibly buggy, it's incredibly insecure, and people have been trying to get rid of it for ages, but it just sticks around it's like the cockroach of internet code. But why do you know about it? You know about it only because of this game, this math games thing?
No, there's
Flash is
before.
on, like every online game.
Okay.
I missed that. What was that?
Flash is on like every online game. It's always like, can this online game site use your Flash? I'm like,
Yeah, except that there's also, isn't that like the way to get hacked too? Flash?
probably.
I'm
Player.
pretty sure my first bit of games was my sister told me about Pokey Keys and all that. It's because when I first got the computer, because I didn't have a good time with what's it called? Roblox. It's because I almost bought something. So then I had to stop playing that. It's because I was playing some I'm pretty sure it was like a weird scam thing.
Oh no, it's easy to get scammed on Roblox.
There's loads of them.
The problem is the internet's open to anybody, right? So you sort of have to be kind of like aware that unfortunately there are just a lot of jerks out there. And also probably people who realize that, ripping people off on the internet is a lot easier than trying to rip them off in the real world, right? And also it's very hard to catch people who do that. There's a lot of incentives there. So it's been replaced by HTML5 basically. Is that right?
Yeah, so what it is, there's something on the site. It said Flash games are going away, but cool math games isn't it?
Huh.
As you probably heard, most browsers will no longer support Flash games after 2020. Fortunately, this won't have much effect on cool math games for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
We've been totally focused on HTML5 games for years now, and these don't use Flash. And we add several new ones every week. We have also converted a large number of our older Flash games to HTML5.
Oh, good. So they're at least ahead of it. They know what's happening. And I think I can
Yeah,
show people what you're
I
talking about
think
here.
they've been saying that all week. Not all week, all year, basically. They've been saying, bro, we're leaving.
So this is this cool math games thing. I think Baz.
Yeah.
Wait a second. So Wolf Pup, you're on this, and also and Noodles, you're on this game site as well.
Played on it before.
But what? And you found out about it at school from the school?
No.
I found out from a friend, and then I didn't really use it much.
I see.
I really only used it when they said we could just do anything on the computer, like they sometimes do.
Oh, you get your free time on the computer. That's right. That's when Baz watches all of his anime. Generally.
At school, they just say, okay, we have free time on the computer.
Right.
It's like, make sure to play educational games, and then they're like, can we play cool math games? And they're like, sure.
Of course. If it's called cool math games, of course you can play it at
To
school.
let us play anything on it. Like, we used to play on something called Pokey.
Yeah. What's Pokey?
It's Poki. It's another game thing. Keezy. And that happened a lot when we finished our work. They just randomly decide you can just play on the Chromebook.
Pokey looks kind of cool, actually.
Pokey?
Yeah, there's lots of stuff. I've got it on the screen right now, Noodles.
Play
Subway Surfer. Game. Baz loves Subway Surfer. You're used to.
I'm checking out the cat
Wait a second. They do Temple Run? Oh, I used to love Temple Run. It's like Indiana Jones. Battle Royale.
It's World Tour London, Subway Surfer.
Ooh, World Tour London. Jolly good then. I see. You get run over by English trains instead. Whoa. Oh my god, they do Slither.io as well? Wait a second. Do they make all this, or is this just a site that sort of like aggregates them all together?
Probably pirated.
Yeah, I think it's pirated.
Really? Or just links to other people's games, basically? Because I used to love Slither.io.
You play it on the site.
Really? So if I click Slither.io right now...
you'd be playing it on the site.
You're right. How on earth...
Most of these games probably don't really have, like, copyrights or anything.
You don't think so? Something like Slither.io? Even the name of it is. Or is it just... Or is it opening it within...
Some of the games probably do.
You know, maybe it's opening it within...
Like...
Maybe they do the thing where, like, they'd be like, okay, you can play this on our site, but we get some of the profit type thing.
That would be smart. I mean, there's a lot of cool games on here. I mean, like, stupid little games, but they're fun games.
They're, like, wait, go to the lobby, press the home thing, and then click search. There's a Minecraft one.
There is?
Oh, actually.
Yeah.
So if I go to
click the search button by the Paw Patrol ad.
By the Paw Patrol ad. So if I click here. Oh,
yeah,
Minecraft. And then... What? That's popular this week?
Yeah.
No, it can't be.
Some of this stuff is
it's not.
pirated.
Is it really running it in the browser?
No, it's the classic Minecraft.
Oh, that is wild. Oh, I want to find out about. I want to find out about these people. Because it doesn't even say Microsoft. It doesn't even say Microsoft on it. Wow.
If it's an old version of Minecraft, it probably isn't like pirated. It probably isn't not pirated. Probably isn't like copyrighted.
Wait, I'm gonna go here and I want to see if it actually works. Playing Minecraft with the other people.
Yeah, give it a go.
I just sent it in TechBandits Live.
Oh, you did? Okay, great. So if I go in here...
in a second. I'm currently playing Subway Surfer and being amazing.
You're already on Subway Surfer.
As I said that, I died.
I'm currently being...
So what am I doing? Do I put the link in here in the...
Yeah, I think.
I can't put anything in it. It won't let me.
It says buy. It says
you are the host. I can only host.
Ooh.
Huh.
I don't know how I jumps, but if I press, because I'm on Firefox, I can't really jump.
Right. And do you think that this is wow. And what do you, but this isn't using your Flash plugin, is it? I'm stuck on the page now. It's like the page is like it's kind of freaking out.
Yeah. Oh, there's also another cool thing that I want to show you.
Yes.
I just thought it was really cool how someone basically imported Minecraft into a kiddish coding website.
Oh, really? In
Yeah,
in what?
Scratch.
Oh, Scratch. Yeah, have you seen that? That's awesome. Oh, stop your noise. Stop your noise, game. Scratch. Yes, Scratch program MIT. So is it Massachusetts? Is it a sec? Scratch Studios. There you go.
Just sent you. If you click on that link, it should bring you to the page for the game, and it's just really cool.
I'm checking it out right now. Thank you. We should really be doing this in. We should be doing this in Game Bandits. But this is good. We haven't had a chance to chat for a while anyway. So, paper Minecraft. Interesting.
Instead of calling this one talking about text, let's just call this random talking about
Random
stuff.
tech talk chatter. Game Bandits with the Tech Bandits. I've got that. Is that what it's called right now? Game Bandits with the Tech Bandits. Really?
Yeah.
So I could probably I should change the name of that then. Well, that's
now
fine. It's not really.
I need to quickly think. What day is it?
What day of the week?
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday, all day.
Because I am excited for Friday because then there's no more school. Not really much school after that.
That'll be the last school. Isn't that like the last school before 2021, right?
Yeah, it's the last school day before 2021.
And how long do you get off? Is it 3 weeks again, or how long do you get?
It's either 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I think.
What about you, Noodles? How long do you get?
2 weeks, but there's probably gonna be online school. Honestly, is probably gonna happen soon. So.
Again, you think?
No.
Yeah.
They can't do that. It's a thing where we get a break out of school.
Huh. COVID.
At least for my class, it is. I'm pretty sure it's for everything.
Delivery drones, something like that. It's COVID cures and delivery drones, something along those lines. I'll do that. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I mean, it's so weird, right? Because we've got the. Well, let me give you I'll give you the show notes, and you can actually see what I'm talking about. Tech Bandits. Where are we at here? I don't think I actually. Did I save the Tech Bandits? Hey, do you have the
email?
Yeah, you don't have to have the email link, do you, Anya?
I think I do, but
It was like.
We shouldn't send the email link. It's because it has the thing to the server.
Right. Let me hang on a second. Let me do. I think I could do. There you go. I've got it. I have figured it out. Okay.
Don't leak the IP.
Copy that. I'm going to paste that into our little chitty chat.
Figured out how to play this like weird version of Minecraft. Ah, crap! I keep going.
Are you still working on it?
What
Yeah, I'm
Minecraft?
trying.
Paper Minecraft?
No,
I think it's smart though to integrate the games that people know and love with the programming, though, don't you?
the pirated Minecraft.
Oh, you're using the pirated one. Okay, so
I
here
don't
are the
think
notes.
it's pirated.
It's a full-time guy gets a week off work.
I think they called it Minecraft, and that's higher. Okay, give me a sec.
It's Random Tuesday Tech Talk, says Captain Calvin Cat. That's a good one. RTTT. I like that. What's neat about this is I actually did some homework. So there's actually a link there of some things to talk about, including what I thought was like, I laughed so hard when I saw that little GIF. The one about the little mouse, the mouse trying to walk off with a snack. Here, I'll show people on the.
That's me.
In case they don't want to look it up themselves. In case they're bored and want to look it up themselves. There you go. So I guess I want to get rid of that too, don't I? Kind of. Whatever. So here you go. It's this little anime for some reason. I just found it really funny. I thought it was so cute the way the dog just very carefully takes the biscuit and not the actual mouse itself or hamster or whatever it is. Is it a hamster?
Could be.
I feel like it's a hamster. I wrote down mouse for some reason. And then of course I found another one that I couldn't resist.
Out of line.
So this is what I thought was kind of neat. Did you know this? I didn't know this. But apparently even when you've had the vaccination for COVID, you're still supposed to keep like safe physical distancing and wear a mask.
I know.
So what's the point of having a vaccination then?
Well, then you have to get everyone vaccinated, and then.
But there's some people who are going to be like, I don't want to get me and my kids vaccinated.
No, I know. There's always.
I
people,
didn't like the voice that I did.
I liked it. I kind of like that voice actually. It sounded very scared.
They have to.
You think they have to?
They have to let it get died down first, and then like what they're trying to do with the COVID is they just have to make it so like it's not everyone's getting it, right? And then I don't know.
The sense, because I just assumed, and maybe this is just me being an idiot, but I just assumed that as soon as you had the cure, hey, it's great, we're all good. You know what I mean?
You can't shift in this version.
But the reality is that we still have to be kind of careful. In fact, in a way, you almost want to be more careful now because you don't want to be the guy or girl or whatever who gets sick and like dies of COVID, even though they've already got a vaccination sorted out, right? Because it's too late. If you've got it, you can't get vaccinated, right? It's not going to help you, right? You still want to avoid getting it, right? And they're also saying, and I thought this was neat, that even if you're vaccinated, you might still have the virus. It's just not bad enough to like kill you or to show symptoms, but it still might be enough for other people to catch it, which of course is not good if there isn't enough of this vaccine going around. Oh my God, I went totally crazy with the animated GIFs this time, didn't I? I see there's like three of them in a row. I guess I got distracted as usual. So I did this one. Normally I just do like one animated GIF but then I thought, oh, I'll add another one. And then I just noticed that I also have another one down there as well. So I did go a little crazy with the Giphies. So anyway, I thought that was kind of neat because I hadn't really thought about that.
Yeah.
And then just
and if you're wondering, yes, I'm still trying to beat this Minecraft. No!
Exactly. The world's out there trying to beat COVID. She's out there trying to beat a ripped off version of Minecraft.
Doesn't try to do that.
And then I put a link, by the way. I put a link to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, because I just thought it was probably good. Like I don't want to be the one and only like source of information for this stuff. This is just to make sure everyone knows that that's where I got the information from, was from this CDC place.
No, you know what's the sort of funny thing about that is like you're giving a Canadian like broadcasting thing to other people, and like you can look at our Canadian thing if you want.
Oh no, it's not CBC, CDC. So the Center for Disease.
Oh, CDC.
Yeah, Center for Disease.
Oh, I thought you said CBC. I'm like.
Yeah, although they've got some great news too, I gotta say. Yeah, I just thought.
Although, while we're here.
While we're here,
you might as well promote our Canadian.
The CBC, or should the Canadian Broadcasting Company, or corporation? Is it corporation or company? No, it's corporation, isn't it?
It's company, isn't it? No, it's Canadian Broadcasting Center. That's what it is.
Oh, I thought it was corporation.
Oh.
You sure? Should look it up. Hey, come on, Google Noodles. You should be doing. What are you talking about? Why are you still talking? Shouldn't your lightning fingers be typing away at the Googles?
Give me a sec.
Yeah, I gotta stop this illegal Minecraft first.
I know.
Well, I am pretty sure Minecraft allowed them to. It's because I remember reading something about it.
I think I got the wrong thing.
Oh.
It says complete blood count.
Complete
blood count?
Oh, you were right. It's
thank you, Power Slave. It is corporation. Is it corporation?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can play.
Oh, James is letting us know what's going on. Wait a second. James is the guy to talk to. I forget about these things. Oh boy. Do you want to know the actual reason? What? Uh-oh.
Let's take the flu for example. The RO is typically around. Okay.
What was that?
Okay.
It's about effective R0 numbers. So that's the rate of infection, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah, so basically what he's saying is that if mute this game.
Did I say thanks to Power Slave? I think I did. Hello, Power Slave. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciate the subscription. So James says, let's take the flu as an example. The R0 is typically around 1.4, give or take. That means that a vaccine that is only about 35% effective is good enough to reduce the transmission to below 1, which is good, I guess. COVID has an R0 around 3 to 4. Is it R0? With a mask and social distancing, we can reduce it to about 1.6. The vaccine has to be very effective, which it is. They said like 96% or something crazy, to reduce the rate to be around 1, but not quite well enough to below 1, assuming not everyone takes it. Okay. So yeah.
So I'm saying basically it's just to reduce the amount of COVID cases to try and like stop this from being a pandemic sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean it's so the reality is one of the things that people started talking about, certainly in England, was this herd mentality thing, like where enough people get it that the virus dies before it gets to people who haven't been vaccinated.
Yeah.
But the problem is you've got to have a really high number in order for that to happen, right? It is already a pandemic. It's true. Yes, Captain Calvin Cat. It's not if it became a pandemic. It is. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I can't say hello to everybody. I don't know. There's too many damn people saying hello. But hello, everybody. And welcome. George says, it's good that the U.S. has begun distributing the vaccine to states who really need it. I mean, well, but the logistics of that, holy mother of molies. I mean, was it the one that we've got in Canada has to be kept at like minus 40,000 million degrees under zero or something, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be incredibly cold. And it's like useless after like 3 days or something, apparently. So they've got to be really smart about how they use it. Thank you.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a problem to get it. Well, maybe administrated, but I don't think it's going to be like to get people that want to use it. At least there's not going to be a problem with that. Cal's
just discovered it's Tuesday. I'm so sorry, Cal. Did you miss Monday?
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, because because I didn't. Well, it wasn't so much that I couldn't do it today. It was that I wanted to open yesterday. It's that I wanted to open up to Tuesday and Thursday because I think that might be better in the future. So, so I started looking into that. It may be better. All right, you need to have 70% of the people immune to have herd mentality.
I'm trying to think what I do on.
Wow.
I have my piano lessons on Tuesdays.
What time are your piano lessons?
6:30.
6:30. Well, that's fine. Night. Then you could do TechBandits, and then you'd be onto your. How do you do your piano lessons, by the way? Do you do them online?
On Zoom.
On Zoom. Oh, you know, something that I started doing was I started playing guitar again, which I haven't done for a million years, and I'm really bad at it because I sing.
Yeah, Baz told us.
Oh, did he? He told
Remember you woke him up.
Oh, I woke him up again this morning too. But my fingers were so sore from the last time I played that I just couldn't do the Justin Bieber "So Lonely" song justice. Online classes are the worst thing in existence. Really? I don't agree with that. I think some stuff is really good online. Wouldn't you say? Wow, the kalimba. What's the kalimba? That sounds cool. Hey, Noodles, what's a kalimba? Yeah? What's a kalimba? Someone says they're learning how to do the kalimba, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, I just got a Twitch update, so
it's also called a thumb piano. It's like one of those little wooden boards. It has like a little hole in it and has like these notes, like little metal things you do, and you can
Ruby K's stuff with it. Guitar. Okay, so and it's called the karimba. What did we say? Karimba. Karimba. I'm having a look. I want to see what it looks like. Oh, that's neat. It's like a thumb piano. That's kind of cool.
That's what I said.
Oh, did you say thumb piano? I didn't hear the thumb part. Thumb piano. I like that.
Use your thumb with the piano.
I think it would be easier though to. I should let people see this, shouldn't I? So this is it. Oh look, it's $48. I don't know whose this is. But I'm just going to show you a picture of it so you can see what it is. So there you go. I'm not saying buy this. I'm just saying that there's a little kalimba. So wait a second. Your local your local Shoiva. What's the deal? What grade are we talking about here? What school stuff are you doing?
Eh?
No. Someone in the chat was saying that they hate online school, but not all online school is bad, right? I love online classes myself.
Online school the last time was the worst. I hated it so much.
I still do online school, but I just need to say something. It's not totally bad. I think it's lacking some stuff that real school.
No, for me it's terrible because first of all, I'm an extrovert, so
right.
I like being in class better, and also I don't get work done. I can't. When I did it it didn't help that they were like, we're not reducing your grade, just raising them. So I didn't get any work done.
What do you mean they're not reducing?
Nothing.
So they said they weren't going to give you lower marks?
Yeah, the last time when we got out in March, they were like, your marks can't be lowered. So if you don't do anything, they just are what they are.
That's weird. Noodles is an extrovert. There's a surprise. Cal is very surprised that you're an extrovert.
Really?
I think she's being facetious. It's possible. Hello, Cal. It's nice to see you here.
Yeah, it's nice to see you, Cal. And also I saw Ruby K. Whenever, how you doing?
Ranger Gonzalez likes online schooling. I made a video game development course at university online.
Well, I mean, like, it's fine if that's not how you, like, learn all the time. Like, I mean, like, I'm fine taking, like, a class.
Right.
Maybe online, but not doing, like... Also, this time apparently it's going to be more structured, but last time they were basically like, here's the work, figure out how to do it.
Right.
Oh, you're not talking about the new online school, right? Like the
No, because I haven't done that yet.
What's the new one? There's a new one?
Well, yeah, what they're doing right now.
The new one, the teachers actually help you. Like, instead of just, like, you're in the Zoom, at least, unless you were doing a different type of online school that I was, because the old one was, we only had a once in a while.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, you're doing online school now?
Yeah, I don't go to school. It's because quite a bit of reasons.
But you're like homeschooling, right? You're doing homeschooling, right?
Yeah, I'm getting my quote-unquote education.
Right.
Well, it's not quote-unquote, it's sort of education.
Right.
Because it's different.
Right.
So it's harder.
But does it have to be... But when you do homeschooling, are there rules that you have to... Like, there must be some kind of, like, rules about what you're supposed to be taught, right? Aren't you supposed to come out with a certain, like, standard of education of some sort?
I think so.
And then, so what? So your parents are doing this for you? Is that the idea?
No, it's the teachers. The teachers from...
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. So you were homeschooling before the pandemic?
Yeah, I was doing the homeschool thing before the pandemic.
Oh, and you still did online classes then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh, so this was not a huge... It didn't really mess things up too bad then.
Because not before the pandemic. I wasn't doing it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So I used to go to the real school.
Mm-hmm.
But then when the numbers got to like 100, 200, or maybe 1,000, I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
We got took out and got into like I'd say a sloppier one.
Right. Well, because it's so last minute, right? I guess they were just struggling to
hated it so much. I hated it.
For me,
and I think the teachers hated it too, I think.
Because for me, it was fine. It's because I was able to learn more efficiently, I think. Like that.
Yeah.
Because that's like... Because I think it was just like easier work, but still work. Like, still the work that we need to learn, just easier learning curve type stuff.
Right. It's one of those weird things that I think if it had been planned out properly, then it could work quite well for some stuff, and then you would augment it with real world stuff as well. So there's like some stuff you could do online, some stuff that you would do offline. But it's a bit like, to me it's a bit like movies and film and movies at school. I'm always like, why do you watch a movie at school? Why not watch the movie at home and then talk about it at school? Because anyone can watch the movie at home, or most people can watch.
Oh yeah, on Friday we're watching the movie at school because of Christmas, and tomorrow we're watching a short film about Christmas in our French class.
Ah, en français?
No, my French teacher said that it's English.
Oh. Un film anglais dans la classe de français? Ça c'est très étrange, non?
I remember at school the French teacher that we had was amazing at the school.
Yeah.
Because she was strict, but she wasn't strict.
Right. Strict but fair, as they would say. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Like, if we messed up in, like, not a bad way, she would help and, like, give us stuff to remember the name and all that.
I mean, what do you think makes a good, like, for a language, what do you think makes a good teacher? Like, what is it that, like, when you say, like, what is it you, like, when you think about teaching?
It makes the work, yeah, sorry.
No, go.
The work is fun. The whole point, the thing is, with a good teacher, doing work isn't boring. Like, they find ways to make it interesting.
Like how, though? Give me an example. Like, what would make, like, French class more interesting?
Like watching, like, a French movie, or like, our I don't know why, but it's weird, because with our French teacher, like, we do have to copy down verbs, because, like, it's sort of, he's like, that's the best way to learn it.
Right. So just by writing it, you learn it better.
Sorry.
But you make sure to, like, give a good amount of work that's not too hard and you can do slowly. And then he makes sure that everyone's at the same speed. And he just, like, he's always make sure no one's falling behind. But also, like, you know, he also puts, like, cool, because he majored in, like, French and languages. And
so he loves languages anyways.
Yeah. So then, like, he'll say stuff about words that's like, oh, this came from here, and they're sort of interesting little tidbits. So I don't know.
The thing I found with languages for me was, first off, I was terrible at them. I hated them. I never studied. I always had to go to summer school for French specifically. But what I discovered later on in life was that probably the single most important thing you can do is communicate well with people. Is what?
Go to the place that speaks French all the time and live there for 2 months.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how you learn.
And just the ability to be able, the more people that you can communicate with, the better, right? I mean, that means you've got more friends. It means you've got more contacts. It means you've got more sources of information. So it just, like, to me, it's like, I mean, computer programming is a bit like it's just another language, really. You're just learning how to speak in a language that, you know, computers understand. But as I get older, I definitely find like I wish I had more languages like the guitar. I like learn the language of music. It's all just about different ways of communicating, right?
Yeah.
What's this? Someone's put a link to my IMDb. Oh, I see. Nightbot did that.
Nightbot.
I see.
You just thought some random person in chat was like, "This is your IMDb."
Wait, what's your height?
What's what?
How tall are you? 5'9".
5'9.5".
How did you figure that out?
Look at his IMDb page. Your star sign is Aries.
I have not played. Has anyone played Cyberpunk yet? I'm assuming that Noodles, you must have played Cyberpunk by now, right? The biggest, most expensive game that runs on, I think it would run on your new computer. I mean, when you put it all together.
Exactly, it runs on my new computer, David.
Yeah.
And it has quite not okay stuff for kids.
Oh, is it really? It has nudity? Not great thing for young teens. Okay, really.
Apparently it has lots of nudity.
I don't mind so much about the nudity, but what about and the violence and is it and with violence, swearing? What's it? It's not for kids. Okay, P7 saying it's not for kids at all. But what's so funny is you say it's not for kids. The reality is kids will have probably seen more about it than any of us have.
Yeah.
Oh, you can customize it?
You can customize it and be like, okay, we only want this.
Your local shoyiva is able to cut people's heads off the whole time. But you can customize your own bits, apparently. So even like every part of you can be customized, apparently. Interesting.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure how much time I want to spend, doing that. But you can find a way to get more. Oh, right. Now they want movies released on DVD. Okay. All right. Let me go. Let me have a look at this.
It's not multiplayer because I feel like everybody would just be, hey, this is cool. I made my area this.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that I want to know how you can customize it. But all right.
Neither do I. I just feel like that would be something that some weird, crazy people would do.
All right.
Like, this is what mine looks like.
Well, I think it's like a shock value thing too, right? I mean, I think that's one of like people. I've actually heard about that part of it before, and I think it's just because, and it's like a way of the game to stand out, right? It's like you always got to push. It's like those YouTube channels that are always trying to do something crazy. The problem is they get caught in a trap, right? They have to keep doing more and more crazy things. So the games are going to get more and more out there, so people have more and more things that they can talk to, and you sort of got to get like now they've done it. No one else is like that's not going to be news when anyone else does it, right? All right, let me tell you this. I put a link in the Twitch chat to these ASAP science folks. Have you seen these guys before?
Also, I realized the other day that all I watch on YouTube is Minecraft.
Oh, that's all you watch? Is Minecraft?
And like one other YouTuber.
Well, let me ask you this.
Checkmate.
So,
yeah.
Are you watching stuff? Are you choosing every video you watch?
Yeah.
No. Not me.
No? So Noodles, you at the end of the video, you don't let the next video run. You go and look up another video.
Oh no. I use the algorithm.
Aha. So you're not watching YouTube. YouTube is showing you stuff.
No, yeah, my searched up on Safari version of YouTube because I'm too lazy to download it on my iPad.
I normally just watch random stuff that are in my recommendations, which are very weird now.
Which are very random?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing, though, because I say to Baz, don't just let YouTube stream. Don't just let it go. Like, watch the video you want to watch, and then find a video you want to watch. Don't let YouTube tell you what you're going to watch next, because then you're not interested in stuff. You're being shown the stuff that YouTube wants you to be interested in, right?
No. Here's the thing. It's definitely not. No, my recommended is perfect for me.
Oh, you can disable autoplay. That's probably smart, actually.
My recommendation are nothing I want to watch really. I just found a video called Skunk Second Season. Skunk Second Season 1. Wait, Second Season 1. What? I don't understand. And it's just someone saying skunk.
That's it. Yeah, see, the meme stuff, I don't get. And that's the other thing is, so like, Baz will just get given stuff that's just randomly weird. And you're like, well, they actually have computers now. They actually have computer programs running to create random stuff in order to get your attention and to get views. Right?
I actually do watch other things now that I look at it. Yeah, I do.
I just got recommended something from a death metal drumming washing machine.
A death metal drumming washing machine. That sounds interesting. But again, unless you've looked it up, these are just distractions, right?
Let's see. There's sounds. There's Minecraft. I watch a lot of animatics.
What about
what mine is? Of
course, there's the breaking news section.
Jacksepticeye, and then
Jacksepticeye,
just randomly death metal drumming washing machine.
Is that like a washing machine that's gone bad?
No, it's just a washing machine that is making very loud noises, and then they put like I'm pretty sure it's Doom Eternal music over it.
Hmm. Oh,
And
really? Oh,
then
so they
like
put music. Oh, that's cute. They put music over it. Yeah.
the only thing that I would probably watch is the Ark Survival Evolved 6 Best Dinos.
Huh. Well, it's funny. I try to mix it up with Baz every so often because I worry that he's just getting fed stuff. Hey, Baz, how you doing?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I just happened to drop in because I guess I don't like being told what to watch, and I guess that's just me. I maybe that's just my own thing. I prefer to. I will It's a bit of a pain because every video I watch, I then have to go and look up the next one. But you know.
Yeah, why do you?
I just got.
Do you actually?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I just click on the next video because usually I watch this stuff called I won't say it on stream because it has a bad word in it, but it's S
Great.
bad word post status.
Yeah.
And it's just a bunch of like short like 15 second clips of just
Weird randomness.
Yeah,
weird memes.
Oh God, those crazy.
I know
memes.
what that is. I just saw one. I just searched status up and it came up. Like on YouTube, I just searched it up.
Yeah, don't watch. Yeah.
What you think it's it may not be suitable?
They're not the best for most people.
Yeah, I mean, but this is the thing on YouTube, right? It's just like I'm assuming you don't have parental checks in place, right? Like Wolf Pup, because it just
Yeah,
kills
but I
everything.
don't.
Then, because it kills everything. That's the problem, right?
Okay, I just realized how much YouTube tracks you. I just watched one, and then now I go to my recommendations, everything else, but now there's a video of what I just watched.
Right.
Just
You know that you can actually download everything they know about you.
No, but here's the thing why I'm not worried about that stuff because I watch YouTube on Safari and I don't have an account because both those things I'm too lazy to get.
No matter
an
what,
account.
your computer tracks you. It doesn't matter if you're using Safari or not.
I mean, unless
You
you're
can get your
clearing,
account and they'll still know exactly
if you're
what
clearing
doing.
the cache and all the
Yeah,
cookies and
totally.
everything.
But I'm using my iPad and honestly I don't know what that has.
If you clear your
Does
cache
have-
and your cookies and everything, then it's less likely to know who you are. But it still knows like what your IP address is, like what the actual address on the internet is. So there's a good chance it could figure out who you are, for sure.
Oh yeah, and the random. Yeah, there's nothing of interest. My camera roll is. My camera roll is random things from books and just Minecraft screenshots and random selfies of myself.
see what the last video that wasn't recommended to me was. I'm
What- was
still
what?
looking.
Oh, you're
I
still
think
looking?
it was.
Oh, look
Yeah, it was from Flamingo. That's a Roblox YouTuber that likes to scream.
Oh yeah. Also,
No, that one was
my
recommended.
most recent thing in my photos is Grandma Stun's male attacker, and it was this ad I got twice. I got it once on I was on a French website, and there's this thing. It's like Grandma Stun's male attacker.
Oh, really?
Oh.
And what is just
Yeah,
like
and
another
then
one
I
of those
got
like weird random news things?
Yeah, and then I found it again on YouTube. It was just there.
Okay,
So
I
it's
just found a
fun.
there was a 2-hour ad that just tried to play. Imagine watching like ASMR or something, and then just randomly 2-hour ad.
Oh, I can skip ads without like the skip button because my Safari's broken. So I can just drag and skip the ad.
Oh, so you could skip the ads? Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could skip the
Yeah,
ads, but I don't
because
want
I have ad block on, and then I turn it off when I want to actually support the person.
Yeah, when I just watch random videos, I turn off my ad.
to.
I mean, when I'm watching random videos, I turn it on, but mostly it's on because I don't like watching random ads.
You don't like watching random ads? I find ads.
There's
I skip
a
them
lot
all
of-
the time. But every
I
so
always
often
find
there's an
it funny
interesting
when
one.
I see an ad like by a YouTuber on another YouTuber's like video.
Right.
Yeah, those are a thing.
Yeah, there's
I
a
can't
bunch of
remember
2-second
who,
videos of me just yeah.
I get a
but
lot of
when
those. Like people talking about their own YouTube videos before a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
the
do one. We can do
YouTube.
like a Tech Bandits ad before other ads.
I also have a lot of AMVs in my recommended.
A lot of what?
AMVs.
Ours.
What's an AMV?
It's anime edits.
Oh, anime edits. Huh?
Oh yeah.
And there's no issues with copyright on that. They don't get taken down because they're using other people's stuff.
If they edited enough, I think.
Oh, then it becomes like you get to use it.
Because
you sort of turn it into your own art.
I still think it's not allowed. It's just because YouTube. I can't remember who it was, but when Vibing Cat was still a thing,
Vibing cat, yeah.
it's just a cat bobbing its head.
Right.
A YouTuber every week they did a video of a cat vibing to a different song, and they on every description it said in full caps, "YouTube hasn't got me yet."
Oh, really? Well, that's why people will do things like when they're pirating stuff, they'll flip the image, or they'll just do something that stops because
Oh, not even pirating stuff. When they're showing like a video of something, they'll just flip it.
Well, because there's the algorithm is looking at the screen to try to figure out whether it's something that's being pirated, and it's very hard for it to figure that out if it's a part of another part of a screen, if that makes sense. They used to show movies. They used to flip movies and then show something in the foreground that would change it so that the algorithms couldn't find it as well, right? But local. I'm just gonna say your local. Your local was saying that it can't be claimed as copyright because it's your own interpretation of, like it's your own. You've made a form of art out of an existing art, if that makes sense. It's almost like it's like a music sampling. Like I think you can get away with a certain amount of. I think you can get away with a certain amount of time from a song before they say, okay, that's it. No, you've just ripped us off, type thing, right?
I'm not.
Fair use.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but there was a thing where you have to pay for. You can listen to 30 seconds of the song, but you just had to keep clicking, and each 30 seconds you have to press yes, listen to the song again.
Ah, because it's only allowed to give you 30 seconds as a sample, basically. Oh man, that's a way to get around it.
I think if you credit the artist and like the name of the song, I don't think you get copyright strike.
No, I think you do. If you don't have the rights to do that, you do get nailed for it. They don't care. They don't care if you tell them, oh, this is a Taylor Swift song. It's great.
This is a Taylor Swift song by Chicken Nugget Master.
Exactly. Babbits. I like that, Tweety Row. The Babbits. The Tech Babbits. Oh my God, they're still talking about that damn Where the Heart Is. Okay, look. Okay, so the vaccine thing, I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool that the SAP guys covered this whole COVID thing. And then the other one was a Kurzgesagt video, which for some reason I didn't actually put on the page for some reason. Let me see if I can find that. It was another really good one that I think James Gertie was probably involved in some way.
Oh, also I find that I like I'll have videos recommended to me on YouTube, like again, like videos I've watched. Just 5. There's certain videos I've just watched like 5 times or 6 times, or maybe 20 times.
Sorry, so they'll recommend videos because of what you've.
If you want to, you can watch videos over and over again, and you'll only get those videos on your recommended.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that how it works? Have you watched things enough times that you probably have, haven't you? There's that. What was that video that just they played the same song like 1,000 times?
Music only on my YouTube, so I used to listen to this one song over and over again. This one dude, and then I used to only get AMVs in my recommended, which I really enjoyed because AMVs are really cool.
AMVs, the anime video remix things.
Video for that. Yeah. No. So yeah. No. You don't like recommended. That's I guess.
Well, just because, look, sometimes I like recommended. Sometimes stuff comes up and I go like, oh, that's cool. but it also often relates to what I'm looking for. So, for example, I'll look up like how to program something, and then if I get a series of related videos that tell me about the same subject, then that can be very useful to me. But if I'm just watching,
but the thing is, once you use your recommended enough, like once you start like watching videos from recommended, it will start recommending videos that like you like. Like I wouldn't find the exact videos that I watch on, or like if I've watched a YouTuber a lot, it will give me their videos if they're new, right?
Right.
So
I think this was the video. I'm gonna just see if it's the right one. You can have a look, folks, and see what you think. This is another one of those Kurtz gesagt one, which was about vaccines because I thought that was interesting.
I finally got that song out of my head. I had a song out of my head head all day.
If you sing it,
a song by a YouTuber. Oh,
not the Wilbur Soot one.
If you're happy and clap your hands.
That'll do it. You know what's funny, Baz?
Oh, you know about Wilbur Soot?
You
I have Baz as a son. Of course I do.
Sing this song for the rest of your life.
So get this. So Wilbur Soot wrote a song.
It was trending over Taylor Swift.
It's his second song, and I was on.
No, it's not his second. Wait, which?
Isn't it like his second song?
One he posted recently.
He's made
so many songs.
Oh, has he?
If you're talking about the one he posted recently, that's the third to a series of 3 songs.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, there you go. So he posted that song. Within a week, it was in the top 100 songs on my guitar app for teaching you how to play songs. And I was like, oh my God, really? Because there I was looking up my old guy music, singing along to Bruce Springsteen, Coldplay, and then all of a sudden, Wilbur Soot. I'm like, come on, I can't get away from this guy. All right, so why is Wilbur Soot so good, Baz?
Pardon?
Why is Wilbur Soot so good? What is it you like about this guy? He's funny.
I'll let you this one first. I'll let you respond this one first.
You want me to respond?
Oh,
no, I'm talking to Noodle.
Wilbur Soot? Yeah. Well, like what? The songs I've listened to, I haven't listened to his earlier albums, but I probably should.
He has albums?
Well, he has an album, doesn't he?
Does he really?
But, yeah, also he's part of, so, like, the songs, they're sort of fun.
Wait, quick question. Did you watch him before the NYCT or after?
What's an NYCT? What's that?
Or after the Dream SMP?
Dream SMP, yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
I'm sorry, but I've watched earlier videos, like what?
No, I know. Nothing.
What is his biggest? What's his biggest hit?
I was watching Dream before Dream SMP.
Before Dream SMP.
Yeah.
I watched Dream during the SMP. I watched Tommy and It, Wilbur Soot, Tubbo, and Eric before it.
Remind me what the SMP. Remind me what the SMP.
Okay, so basically,
to make an SMP. Yes.
Probably one of the most successful things in the world.
Right now? Yeah.
What?
It's on YouTube right now?
What is it?
It's called, just search up Dream SMP anywhere and you'll get it.
Dream SMP. All right.
Also, what was I gonna say?
A lot of people aren't like a lot of people.
How long has that been on for? Like, there's so many plot points.
Wait a second.
How long has the SMP been going on for?
Also,
a while.
I don't know. It's either status or sadist. Satanist is what I almost said.
Satan.
Dream SMP.
I actually don't know how you haven't heard about
I'm looking it up right now. Dream SMP.
So this on one of the top YouTube Google searches, it says like one of the first questions, like the thing is like people also ask, it's who created Dream SMP?
It wasn't Dream's idea.
No, it wasn't. Who was it?
No. That's why people search it up.
On the SMP. SMP. I still haven't figured out what SMP stands for.
That's SMP stand for.
Super Mario Panic.
Is it?
No.
It's Minecraft.
It is, but what is it?
it?
All right, maybe
No.
does someone in the chat know this? SMP?
It stands for Sexual Marketplace.
What?
What?
I don't think that's right.
What?
I searched it up on Google. It says Sexual Marketplace.
That's what the Dream
Player.
SMP is about?
Yeah, no, it's survival
Yeah,
multiplayer.
it's a dream sex slave.
No, it's survival multiplayer.
Definitely
Survival multiplayer.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god. Okay. Survival multi.
You cannot get angry at me.
I'm not mad at you. You're the one who tells me not to look things up. He says things and I go like, oh, what is that? And I start to look it up. He's like, don't look it
Don't
up.
look
Well,
it.
you also searched up hentai.
I looked up hentai because I didn't know what it was. But apparently it's
Never said that. Oh my god.
yeah.
Neither do I.
Because it's
No, don't, please don't.
no,
please
you should
don't,
know
please
what
don't.
it is. The whole point is it's basically it's like sexy anime, right?
Oh.
Or pornographic anime, maybe I guess.
Oh.
It's anime.
Oh, fuck, your O was just.
My
Yeah.
O is just O.
You're just like, oh.
I regret asking that.
Yeah, well, this is it. I mean, like, but I guess in a way, the thing I always say to Baz, which I learned from Adam Savage, from Tested, and from Mythbusters, is that keep in mind that the internet hates women, and it's racist, and it's sexist, and
Anime doesn't.
and it's generally one of those things that that whatever you ask the internet, it's going to give you the worst of it. So you got to understand, it's like talking to somebody who is. It's like asking someone who doesn't like women or doesn't like, well.
It's like talking to someone who is crazy.
Exactly, and it's going to give you a totally skewed answer to anything you look up like that. So you always got to be aware of how things are presented. And anime, actually, Baz, anime is a really good example.
There's also yaoi and yurei.
But anime is an interesting point actually that you say there.
Nothing.
Because a lot of anime is very sexist, in the same way that a lot of music videos are sexist, and a lot of there's a lot of that stuff.
Also, if you want
Anime sexist?
I think a lot of it is, yeah.
Been a lot more silent after this conversation started.
Really.
You've been a nerd. Okay,
Not sexy, sexist. Oh look, Cal agrees with me. It's got to be right because she never agrees with me if she doesn't have to. It's not saying you shouldn't watch it. You should be again aware
that anime is sexist. I think you can say that it over sexualizes women sometimes.
But that's the very definition of sexism.
Is that sexist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only anime I've watched
sexist?
is Pokemon's. The Pokemon and Dragon Prince, if that's considered an anime.
I think you've only seen the anime that. Like, have you seen what's an anime? Free? Have you seen Free?
I'm not saying there isn't anime. I'm not. I'm not dismissing all anime. I'm just saying you should be aware that.
Then you could say some anime.
I would say Hollywood is sexist. You know what I mean? Why does why does Wonder Woman run around in a freaking bikini and a short pair of shorts when Chris Pine wears suits? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. It's
Probably because okay.
And I'm not saying that means you shouldn't watch it. I just think you should be aware of it. That's all.
No, I understand that. That point's a little. I would rather not talk about this.
What do you mean?
I say we get off this topic.
Why?
It
makes you grumpy?
Gruh.
Yeah, I feel like I have points that it's hard.
Dude, we're not saying.
No, I'm not talking about this. No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
So don't. That's
We
fine.
need-
My head out.
We need to have
I want superhero.
Amazing.
what Baz is trying to, what I think you're trying to say is you want to have an adult tech bandits where we talk about adult stuff like war.
I guess this stuff comes up for me because the fact of the matter is, if you have completely free access to the internet, as we all have, then you're going to come across things that aren't necessarily designed for your age or your lifestyle or whatever, right? So it's just, I think and what I was, I guess, trying to get through to with Baz was just that, not that he shouldn't watch anime or that he's sexist for watching anime, but just that you just want to be aware of this.
I'm in the dark right now. I'm gonna turn on some lights. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you meant like figuratively. You're like, I'm in the dark. I don't understand what's going on.
No, actually, I just realized that it's gotten dark outside, and I'm just sitting in a dark office in the front,
right.
And like this.
Anyways, I guess it's an interesting point that's come up a few times recently. I've become very aware of the way of the norm, if that makes sense, of the fact that there's so many things out there that I've just sort of accepted as the way they were. And, it's not a bad thing to sort of question that every so often, to sort of step back and go like, wait a second, if I was someone else in this situation, how would I feel about seeing, this stuff? How would that make me feel about the way I look, or the way I act, or the way I, live my life or whatever. So that's all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
also for Wilbur Soot to fill you in, the reason why he's just because right now one of the biggest Minecraft things right now, which is so basically with Minecraft, it was really, really popular like a couple of years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
When YouTube first started,
right.
It blew off, but then some controversial things happened from like three people in that community that just made people view the Minecraft community in a sort of bad way for a while. And then basically the reason why Wilbur Soot and those people are really popular is they're sort of like the next generation of Minecrafters. So like some people never stopped playing Minecraft, but other games came in, right?
The only problem with that is Wilbur Soot was cancelled.
Was?
What do you mean canceled?
Because Nikki didn't choose him in Lover Host. He was canceled.
How do you cancel? What does that mean?
So there's this thing called Lover Host, where it's people that go into a game, basically a dating game, and they all question people. And before the game starts, you can choose if you actually want to love this person in the future and maybe go on a date with them,
right?
Or if you were only there for the money and for the fame. Right. And Wilbur Soot was one of the people that was in this contest with this person named Nikki.
Yeah.
Now, Nikki is someone that Wilbur Soot was shipped with. Niachu, as her gamer tag,
right,
was shipped with Wilbur Soot because they used to make very cute videos and stuff.
Right.
I thought they were really cute. And then Nikki chose someone else over Wilbur Soot in the end.
When?
Wilbur Soot chose money instead of love.
Oh, really?
That is what canceled Niachu because she didn't choose Wilbur Soot and Wilbur Soot, which is why I stopped watching the NYCT because I don't like its fans.
And, oh my god, I can't keep track of the NYCT.
The problem is
Minecraft YouTube.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see. MCYT. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
So you could say, I would say also, if anime is like that, I would say that the NYCT can also be called sexist because, well, not sexist, but illegal because it over-sexualizes minors.
Oh. Huh. And which one was that?
That is the Dream SMP.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I feel like the internet has an awful lot of What? I feel like the internet. You may want to mute while you're doing that.
Sorry.
I feel like the internet has an awful lot of these dramas. And is it possible that the dramas are part of the whole thing? Like that maybe these big, exposés and stuff are just a way of getting more people to watch.
Niachu lost over half her viewers.
Which is
that's stupid. That's just toxic.
To the tune of how much?
But anyways, I have to go.
What?
My piano.
Oh, is it piano time already?
I don't know, Mom. It's fine. No, but basically, yeah. That's why Mondays works better because.
Well, I thought pianos was 6:00.
Yeah, no, I thought so. That's for the second one. No, my sister has to go now.
Oh, because she needs, of course, the computer. All right, Noodles. Thank you much. We will talk soon.
Yeah, I wish I could stay, but it's okay. Bye.
All right, later. Bye. All right. So, of course, I forgot they got to share the computer. We got to get that computer built, but I don't want to build it without her. Like, I could build it without her, but I don't want to build it without her because I think part of the fun would be her getting to build it, right? What do you think I should do? Bratlet?
Silence.
Bratlet? Wolf Pup, what do you think?
You're talking to me?
I'm not talking to you, yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking, what do you think we should do?
No idea. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm not good at decisions.
I'm thinking, what do you mean, can you build a computer, Captain Calvin Cat? Of course I can build a computer. I built the Prusa.
built mine.
I built the CNC. I built robots. I fix robots. Yeah, of course I can build a computer. I built a ton of computers in my day. I don't always get it right. In fact, I usually screw it up. But still doesn't. I mean, I think anyone can build a computer basically. Go for the experience over the event. Yeah, I mean, I feel like build it for her, get her to build a. Oops. Yep. Wait a second. Build it for her, get her to build a different one out of spare parts just for fun after COVID. Oh, okay, that's true. We've got that's actually not a bad point. Well, Captain Calvin Cat, then you'll have to tune in while we build one. I just don't. But also, then she doesn't get the fun of opening the boxes and everything. But then again, she is getting a computer out of it.
But is opening a box
getting a free computer?
It is kind of fun.
For it.
Building a computer, sort of. I'm not going to call it super fun because I didn't fully build the computer.
Right.
I built it with my dad.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Sorry, go ahead.
I do my computer stuff in the basement, and all I remember is me having a bad day and me coming downstairs. My PC is all ripped apart. I thought I was getting taken away, so I started crying. And then my dad just like, I got you a better stuff. And I'm like, what?
So he got you better components.
Yeah, he put it in a new thing.
But of course you came down and you're like, oh my god, my dad's broken my computer.
Yeah, I thought he was like taking it away and being like, you looked at too much dog pictures. We're taking it away.
That's it. No more puppy pictures for you.
No more puppy pictures, even though I have a dog upstairs.
T. Groutman's like, there's computer guts everywhere. I'll tell you, it's not so much that it's fun I find it fun to build. It's this sense of accomplishment of having done it, right, Baz? Like being able to wiggle those cables and have the thing come to life is just, there's something very satisfying about that. Like, Baz, would you help me if I were to build this thing?
Yes.
Sure.
Maybe. But what I thought was, so if I build it on stream.
Sorry, I'm just a little tired.
No, I get it. That's cool. Have you eaten something? You sound hungry too. You should go grab a snack.
I'm quite hungry.
You should grab a snack. You're like a Hewlett. The world sucks when you're hungry as a Hewlett, just so you know. It's called the Hangry Hewletts. Yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll talk to Noodles about it, but I think it's going to make sense because otherwise she's not going to have it before the holidays, and I feel like she should definitely have it for the holidays, right?
Okay, I just want to say what I think is the coolest part of having a glass thing on the computer. It's because I used to have it. It was all sealed off. I didn't know really what was inside it. Because it was just one day.
It was just a box.
It was just one day I was at school. I'm pretty sure. It's just one day I was at school. My dad said, come downstairs. I came downstairs. And then I saw my computer on the desk in the corner. Because me and my dad, our computer, he has a big desk.
Your dad, our computer?
I didn't mean to say that.
It's fine.
Because where my dad's computer was, it was on the ginormous desk that we have.
Yeah.
Like, it's across the walls.
Oh, really? Oh, I love big desks, don't you?
Yeah, it was made. My dad made it with the...
Hmm.
And it's like against the wall, and then at the corner of the wall, it's there, and then it goes over, and it's like it covers 3 walls.
It's a 3-wall desk?
Yeah, it's connecting
Oh.
all the walls.
Oh, I love it. That's cool. That's very cool.
And
I feel like
came
eventually I should do that.
I came down, I walked down. I remember turning the corner,
Mm.
seeing my dad's PC, and then seeing mine, and I was like, oh my god.
So you had your own separate one as well.
Yeah.
Baz, Baz would sort of come in now and again to see what was going on with the build.
Now it's a lot better because I'm pretty sure at the start I had a 720. Now I have a 1080. I didn't have any SSDs. Now I have SSDs.
Right.
And the only game I was able to play at the start was web game.
Oh, really? That was it? That was the only thing you could do before?
And I did not like using WASD because I came from Xbox. So I only used the arrow keys, and I barely used the mouse. But now it feels weird to use the arrow keys. So, yeah.
It depends for me.
I just realized how much I've gotten away from the Xbox. I think I only use it for TV.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's basically what we use it for, right, Baz? Like we use the old PlayStation just for like DVDs and stuff.
Because I sometimes play on the Xbox, but that's just like if I want to play My Friend Pedro or games I don't have on this and have it on there.
Hmm.
Then I just play it on the Xbox. Sometimes I play on the Switch. I really only play on the computer because that's like the biggest thing that I have. It's because I have 3 monitors, which kind of shows that I like computers.
Yeah. Do you do any programming? You do a little programming, right?
Only Scratch.
Scratch. Well, nothing only about it. It's still programming, right?
No, Scratch, I don't really consider what I do on Scratch programming. I just like mess around on Scratch.
Well, that's really, look, I don't consider myself a programmer either. All I do is cut and paste stuff. So I just take like a little bit of code from here and a little bit of code from there. But that's how a lot of people do coding, right? It's really just, it's hacking. It's a good way of putting it, Lilithan. Really good way of putting it. Hacking. It is a bit like hacking. Hacking always gets a bad rap, like you're like doing something bad. But hacking just means making something do what you want it to do, whether it's meant to do it or not. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm trying to remember. There was someone who was a hacker but hacked for good. Because I remember...
It's called white hacking.
You can do that for a job.
Yeah.
You can do that for...
I was reading about someone who was, like, not even an FBI. They just got a really good programmer to get into, like, some bad guy's computer and, like, see if there's any bad stuff on there, like plans.
Right. Ranger Gonzalez says hacking is using something that was meant for something else and repurpose it for your own purpose. So so similar to what I was saying there.
So seeing something about a white hacker playing
white hat hacker. So it's like the black hat hackers are the bad guys, the white hat hackers are the good guys. Of course, it's very hard to know who the good and the bad people are now. It's very hard.
It's also a very
like the top hat clan. The bad hackers have the black hats on, the top hats.
Well, this is what's so funny is like, do they dress like that? Like, Baz, does that make you a bad hacker because you always dress in black?
You cut out.
No, black doesn't mean bad.
A bad hacker because you always dress up bad.
Right. No, everyone wearing a hoodie is. That's right. So, that's right. It's true. The hoodie thing, it basically there's like sort of the stereotype of like the hacker, you know what I mean? Sitting with his hoodie or her hoodie at the computer. I used to love that image.
I am wearing a hoodie right now.
You are.
I don't wear hoodies in the house. I only wear pajamas in the house because...
And the headset. You only wear pajamas in the house?
Yeah, really. Only because now I don't have to go to school.
Yeah,
I don't have to physically go to school, which
do you think
for
do you think Mum would
most
let us do
places,
that, Baz? I don't think Mum would let us do that, would it?
just have just PJs on all the time. That's what I do. I'm wearing Christmas PJs right now.
Ah, nice. You've got the festive PJs out. Hey, Baz, don't I have like? Oh no, I have Grinch socks. I should wear my Grinch socks. That's what I should do. You know.
I never wear socks in the house either.
Yeah,
You don't
see,
wear
socks.
socks?
It depends. I like socks because they keep my feet cozy. All right, Wolf Pup. Did you see this stuff? Did you see the robots that are doing the sorting? I'm gonna put the link in here. Check this out. This might be kind of neat. So I put it in the stream chat. It is.
Could see how they could get it to do it? Like, get the robot to, like, look at the color and then say, okay, this color goes in this certain thing.
Yeah. Look, I can get the easy robots to do that. Here, let me show you. When I say we can get the, let me grab it. So.
I'm going to say a code, like, what it would be if it's in Scratch. Like, if you were coding something like that in Scratch, it wouldn't work in real coding, but if the color is
like
blue,
these use Scratch.
Put it in blue.
You can program these in Scratch. And you
can?
You can literally drag and drop and say, okay, I want you to pick up the blue ball or the red ball. It can even track it and follow it. Because what it does is it ties into Microsoft Windows, and Microsoft Windows has access to all these AI tools and everything. So when you say, don't ever beat yourself up don't ever put down programming in Scratch, because the reality is it's just another way of getting the computer to do, or the robot to do what you want it to do, right? If you're programming in Scratch, you're programming. There's no way around it. There's like, if you're getting a program, if you're getting code to do something you want, you are a programmer. Simple as that. And if the only thing you ever use is Scratch because that's all you need to use to get it to do what you want, why would you make it more difficult, right? I wish I knew more about programming, but what's great about and electronics for that matter, because the next thing is like, you've got to figure out, how do you get the motors to do what they're supposed to do, and how do you program a motor if you don't know how the motor works? There's so many things to learn, but the reality is, like, the great thing about like these robot kits and Arduino and stuff. Have you played with Arduino at all, Wolf Pup?
Can you say that again?
It's called Arduino. I'll put it in the chat. And they are these nice little cheap development boards, and you can plug basically anything into them, from lights to, it depends. You just keep adding things to them all the time. I've used them to control robot arms. I've used them to control lights. All sorts of things. Run motors, robots. Most of the robots that you see out there, most of the robots that you can play with out there use an Arduino in some way as a basis. It is amazing. And you can pick them up for like for $50, maybe total $50, probably less than that. I'm trying to think of, like, with all the bits and pieces, I'm trying to think in Canadian what it would cost to do. But that said, I could probably get you an Arduino board to play with, because they're just, again, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, same thing. There's drag and drop programming for Arduino as well. Like, there's Arduino Twitch, basically. Oh, is Jesse McKay out of here? See you, Jesse. I was going to text it, but it's easier to say it. With visual coding starting to be so widespread now, Scratch is an awesome introduction to a professional way of programming. Granted, it doesn't apply to everything, but still a great way of programming. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. I think there's sorry,
I feel like more... I feel like more stuff should, like, more coding thing should make it easier for kids. Like, instead of JavaScript, like, do this code to do this. I think they should try to make
I
it
think Scratch is the perfect example for kids, because I understand what you mean by, like, you should make it easier for kids, but I feel like a lot of programming, you need really high, like, you need it to be able to do everything. And if you're doing stuff for kids, it would be very hard to do that.
Well, it depends. I
What
mean,
I'm trying to say is the programming stuff is really hard for kids to do, even though it's stuff that kids really want to do.
I got news for you. It's not just for kids. It's it's hard for grown-ups to figure this stuff out too. If you're not used to anything, it's all just comes down to practice, right? What you get used to, right? So if you say it's difficult for kids, it's difficult for grown-ups as well.
I have no idea how to use Procreate. But if my dad tried to go into Procreate, doesn't mean he'd automatically know it either.
I don't know what it is. What is it? I don't even know what that is. Procreate.
It's the art app that I bought a little while ago.
Oh,
remember?
that thing. Yeah.
The one that I drew his all with.
Yeah.
So, like, I have no idea, like, what an airbrush medium size with my X pattern larger than my Y.
Yeah, it's all about learning the lingo. It's learning the lingo,
but,
right? The other thing is, you can program on your iPhone as well, right? There's actually things you can. I can't remember what it's called now.
But I understand what you mean.
Shortcuts.
But this is why I think Scratch is really good. It's because I know what you mean by, like, it should be easier for kids. But the thing is that with kids, it doesn't have to be easy to do. It just has to be something to easily go straight into so that kids don't have to put as much work into, like, fully understanding what every single little thing does.
Or grown-ups.
Yeah.
Same thing. Just so you know, grown-ups are just as bad at this as you are. Like, the weird thing is you don't suddenly grow up and go like, oh, I could do all this stuff. You just, if you're not used to it, like, there's some people who just go like, programming, ick, I don't know, what do I know? And then they just walk away.
When you grow up, you get more tolerance for doing stuff.
I guess some people do. I'm not sure I do. But, yeah, I think you're right.
I actually don't think that's true. I think they would have less tolerance. And they also have much less time.
I got less time. That's what's frustrating is I think... Yeah, I have more time than most because I'm that actor.
Maybe more tolerance? I don't really know. Like, maybe they're less impatient than kids. Like, I'm sure impatient. Like, I know that. That's why I don't do as much stuff as I wish I could do. But doesn't mean that when I'm an adult, I'm automatically not impatient.
That's interesting. Rug, thank you, Rug, is saying that, or Rahug, or our hug, is saying that it's actually harder for grown-ups because grown-ups don't learn as fast as kids do.
That's what I think. That's what I think. Yeah, as well.
So Craftiggy is saying the same thing. Kids are very flexible learning capacity. So you may have an advantage on us on this stuff. Damn it. Does that mean that my bandits are going to be... They're already smarter than I am. What am I saying?
That's not true.
I'm learning more from you guys.
Actually, here's the thing. We may be, like, smarter... you may say, but I think that you put more work into it than we are.
I have to.
Like, we may be able to learn stuff faster, but you put so much work into the stuff.
I enjoy it. I mean, I think that's the reason why I spend so much time on it. I mean, like, That's
the best part about it, yeah.
Like, trying to get me to sit down and write a script or something is, like, impossible. It drives me freaking nuts. But I can spend the whole day happily working on emails about what we're going to do in Tech Bandits today. And researching and writing little things up and, all that kind of stuff. So, there's that. There's definitely that. Oh, really? So, Lilithan, I heard that actually that it was harder for adults to learn foreign languages. With the right pedagogy. Right, yeah, that's true. Baz being nice to David. It's too adorable. I know, I don't trust it. He must want something. The programming stuff is... What's neat about the programming stuff is that it's kind of... Programmers are really just lazy, right? It's just about trying to get things done fast and efficiently with as little amount of work as possible, right? And at least that's my feeling about programming. You know what I mean?
Do you know how people say, like, only programmers understand programmer talk?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's kind of true, because really only people who program will understand about programming unless the person has done just a little bit of programming. It's not something super easy to pick up off at. It's because how much people are programming and how much competitors you have when you are making a game.
Yes. I'm just going to try to get back to that. Spider Oz is offended that I call programmers lazy, and I was the point I was making, sort of somewhat jokingly, was that programmers are trying to get as much done with as little code as possible. And that's sort of what I meant. Oh, he understands that. Or she understands what I mean. Okay.
I think you're trying to say, like, it's the same thing for speedrunning. You are trying to do the thing more to do the thing less.
Have you tried any Baz, what is the on our Minecraft server? There's the turtles, the programmable turtles.
Our Minecraft server is down for some.
It is?
Uh,
Oh, okay. All right. But we have
What do you use?
but yeah, sorry.
we have a server, and one of the things that it has on it is these like it's like turtle programming, where literally you have a turtle and you can program it to dig, to move, to go up, to go down, to store stuff, to throw stuff away, and basically you can program these things just using like one by one codes to do amazing things for you while you're away. So it's like automating your Minecraft. You come back, there's like a giant wall that it's built for you because you've programmed this thing to go and do it for you, which I just think is real. I don't know why, but that, maybe it's just because that's just something I like doing, the programming side of it. But I get such a satisfied feeling out of having a robot do all that building and stuff for me. I don't know why. It could take longer to program it to do it than it would be just to do it. But it means that the next time you want to build a wall, like that, right? That's why I like it. Which sort of brings me to the next point in our little thing here.
Quick
Yeah, go, buddy.
question.
What do you got?
If you were hiring someone to make a big business, do you think 50,000 scientists would be
50,000 scientists would be, you cut out.
like enough if you wanted to like 50,000 scientists is a lot for a multi-million dollar business?
That seems like an awful lot. Yeah. I'm thinking more like in
How
a
much would
big,
be
like 5,000 maybe? I guess it depends what you're trying to do, I suppose, right?
I feel like that
How-
question
if
is
you're
a yes but no.
You could look up how many
I'm gonna say
scientists.
15,000.
What is the company?
It's a big business, but thank you.
It's a giant business.
Pardon?
It's a
It's
giant
my
business.
global studies project.
Oh, it's your business
My global
project?
studies project. I'm saying,
Are these the nano docs?
yeah. So I'm saying 15,000 scientists. Yeah. Hey,
15,000 scientists seems like a lot. I would say, depending on, like, for something like that, I think you'd only need, like, I think a lot of scientists would still be, like, 1,000. Or even, like, 500 would still be a lot of scientists.
You
Can I
say
do
like what
1,000?
type of scientists are we talking about? Like what are the scientists doing?
These would be, like, nanotech people,
No,
right?
there's
doctors?
engineers for nanotechnicians.
Engineers, okay.
It depends
And
how
there's gonna be
fast you're
scientists
trying to
who
do
study
it,
cells.
really. What I think the answer to that is, like, how fast are they trying to do it? Are they trying to do it as fast as possible, or just take their time? It'll come out sometime.
If
You could look at a
millions
company
of
that does
people
the
were
same kind of
dying by
stuff.
the day, I think I'd want quick.
So you'd want it pretty quickly. So it depends. You could say you could have, instead of having like that many scientists on the payroll, you could say you've got a network of thousands of scientists. That could work. Because then you could be like getting their research from all over the place, right? Does that make sense? Because trying to pay for 5,000 scientists would be crazy expensive. Whereas if you say you've got like a network of 5,000 scientists, that might be a better way of putting it.
What do you mean by network?
I mean, like, it's just like you know, like when Kurzgesagt needs information on medical stuff or viruses or any of that kind of stuff, they call in James Gurney. He's a scientist, but he's not on the payroll all the time, right? They've got access to scientists when they need them.
Oh, we have a network of one.
So network of you know, then you could have a network of 5,000 scientists, no problem, right? Is a possible way of looking at it. Or as everyone says, or just one McKay. That's all you need. Because he was a scientist he was astrophysicist on Stargate, but he knew everything. All right. Wait a second, I'm not doing your homework for you, am I?
No.
No, just
not.
keep talking, Mr. Tech Bandit.
No, you're not. Yeah, you're
I
not.
could feel like that would be something that someone would do, get a friend to give them all the answers.
That would actually be really funny. It would be like if we're on Tech Bandits and then just basically everyone just gets together and gets everyone else to do their homework for them. Turtles.
I want to do that once. I want to do like a homework stream.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a really good idea actually to do that. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's Seth Bling. Remember Seth Bling? I liked him.
Just whisper it to your chat. Hey guys, does anybody know the answer to 1 times?
I do it for Wordly Wise.
So this is okay. So just so you know, Wolf Pup, Seth Bling, on programming Minecraft turtles. This video. Have a look at this. I like Seth Bling. Yeah, it's very true, Watcher. So
I'm trying to remember. I've heard Seth Bling before, but I don't know where.
he's done a ton of he's a Minecraft YouTuber who just who just explored all sorts of different mods and everything, right? But this one is a really fun one because it's just how you break down what you want these robots to do into little tiny pieces. And it's a great way to get your head around how programming works because unlike humans, computers don't reason. They don't go like, oh, you want me to grab up the microphone? You want me to grab the microphone? Well, it's right over there. You have to tell it where the microphone is, how to pick it up, what to do with it when you pick it up, how hard to hold it, all that kind of stuff, right? It's just kind of a fun way of doing stuff. All right. So there was that. So that's interesting. What's neat is that if you think about it, if you program those turtles, you're basically it's the beginning stage of being able to create that robot army of the Chinese package sorting robot video that I showed you. In a way, you're creating that only in Minecraft, which is kind of neat if you think about it. Could you imagine like having a robot that you just go like, okay, go build me a castle, and you come back and there's a castle, or build me a farm and it's just like farming for you and getting all of your, it's planting wheat and then harvesting it and turning it into bread. There's all sorts of stuff you can do with it. This is kind of neat. So yeah, there were a couple of videos on those. What else was there? Oh my God, the one that really kind of blew me away and got me thinking about like cool new jobs in the future. Because one of the things that came up in this video about Amazon is like, well, what do humans do? Like, what do human workers do at Amazon? What happens when there's no jobs for humans there anymore? And one of the things that came up that I just thought was really cool was there was this video that these guys did that was it's a first-person drone, if that makes sense. So I guess they stick. Have you heard of this, Wolf Pup, where you put like a camera on the front of a drone and then you put goggles on and you see through the drone's eyes, basically? And you can race.
Not really.
Well, you race drones. So you put a little camera on the front of a drone and some kind of a network. I don't know what kind of network you're using to get it that fast, but that will, in real time, you can see out the front of the drone and you race other people around courses, and all you can see through your goggles is what the drone sees, right? So you're controlling the drone by looking through the camera, and that's it. The rest of the world is like, so it's like this ultimate kind of virtual reality because it's virtual and real, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, it's virtual reality in real life. Wait, no, that.
Isn't that neat? I just think that's a really cool idea. Ruby K, thanks for not eating with us, Ruby K. See you soon. So yeah, I just thought it's called FPS racing, I believe. FPV, first person view racing drones. That's it, Spider Oz. Thank you very much. Yes, enjoy everyone. Let's hope that Ruby K enjoys their meal. Yes, SPV drone racing. They did a giant budget event in Dubai a few years ago, and there's a bunch of people that use that tech to scout. It's so cool. But what was neat is these guys built, I don't know whether they built it or they just harnessed this mail delivery robot plane. But the delivery route was over the Alps, the mountain range in like Switzerland or wherever it is. Well, it's not just in Switzerland. It's this whole sort of section of Europe. But let me see, copy video URL. I'll put it in here as well so you can see it. And I just thought, like, what a great job. Could you imagine if you were like a postman or a post person, a mail delivery person, a postal worker who gets to do first person view flying of a plane through these beautiful mountain passes and stuff. And you just like, you imagine that? We're like, oh, what are you doing? I'm just delivering the mail. And you're watching like these beautiful mountains and rivers and everything go by. I just thought it was so cool. It has autopilot, but I think you could also, I would also get really sick too. It's true, Lilith, I would get total motion sickness. I would love to do first person FPV drone racing, but I don't think I could handle it. I picture delivering letters and then getting chopped up by the drone props. Yeah. So basically this plane just comes in and just lands in a field, and it's very, very cool. But then I got a little distracted, as I always do, because I found that they also made a video. Oh, wait a second. Oh my God. I forgot a whole bunch of videos in this thing. I gotta go through and add a couple things to it. So they then went up. They then showed off like how they could do this first person view of footage of people like leaping off of cliffs and skydiving and all this kind of stuff. But they also did a life-size manned drone, like a manned drone. Let me have a look. I'm gonna look it up here. I'm sure that it's in. There you go. That's the one right here. Okay, let's copy that. Let's not play that because it'll blow everyone's ears. All right, this. So they also went on to this crazy thing. It's exactly Lilifan. They basically built a drone and stuck a person in it. Like, it's that big and that dangerous.
Are people trying to do that, making drones that you can ride in as little taxi things?
Yeah, I think Dubai already has it. You know what I mean? Yeah, drone basically means quadcopter now, which is so stupid because drones can be also earthbound ones, right? They can be like this. What's the difference between why is it a drone because it's in the air? It could also be a drone on the ground. It could be a drone in the sea. One of my favorite types of was that Jack Jasra? Jack Jasra, you devil, raiding with your party of 8. Thank you very much. Hello, Jack Jasra, and all of you fellow Jack Jasra followers.
Wouldn't a drone be like an RC car?
It could be, really, couldn't it? I mean, I do think that now language has got to the point where when you say drone, people immediately think of those little helicopter things. I don't know why I said helicopters. Our minister got laughed at because she came up with the idea of an air taxi. What, really, Captain Calvin Cat? That just seems like a great idea. It is a flying car. That's exactly it. It's basically a flying car. Let me see if I can find it.
Car, but better designed.
Dubai drone taxi. There you go. It's the first thing that comes up when you put in that. Wow.
Dubai?
Yep, Dubai's flying drone taxi service is lifting off. But that was a long time ago. Is that? Oh, that's a newer one. I don't know I haven't seen these videos though, so I can't really trust as to whether I can post them or not. Dubai Authority. It all seems still very virtual to me. Oh no, no. Yeah, it's a weird combination of like, I just don't know if it's real or not yet. I thought it was. If someone could find a good video on it, then let me know. But they're all like 3 years old, and I don't see anything new. Let's have a look. I don't know. If I look at it let's look in the last like year and see if anything's come up about that. It's ready to change worldwide travel. Well, there you go. CNBC. That's usually pretty safe. Let's copy this link and see what happens with that. So copy that, and I will paste it in here. So there you go. So there's a CNBC thing about it. The idea. Oh, they've got plane versions now. So they're actually planes. That's really neat. Oh, I didn't realize they were doing that. I've only seen these like hovering sort of like helicopter ones. But they're now looking at, I guess it makes sense because I've always much preferred planes to helicopters because if something goes wrong, the helicopter just falls out of the sky. Whereas a plane, you could glide down or something, right? And also, it uses a lot less power, right? Yeah, it's not the robots I don't trust. It's the people, Watcher. Helicopters can land without power. Can they? I didn't know that. If you want to try building a flying drone car, I'm up for giving you a hand. Sure, great. Let's build that. I've still got to figure out how to get that darn wheelchair motor to work remotely. I want to be able to put like an Arduino or something on the wheelchair and have the wheelchair drive around on its own. Auto rotation. I see. Yeah, I don't think the problem I don't think would be of accidents between drones, because the drones are programmed not to hit each other. The problem, I suppose, would be if there was a problem with the drone, how they could get out of the sky safely. And also, I think if you've got humans driving around as well, then forget it. Then you're screwed, because humans just make stupid mistakes all the times. PG Wipeout says, I wouldn't call it a landing. So you can land without power in a helicopter, but it's auto rotation lets a helicopter land softly if the engine goes out. Okay, all right. But surely that's got to also relate to what the helicopter's doing when it fails, right? You know, it's funny, Crafty Iggy.
If it's doing tricks, like some crazy person is doing tricks in a helicopter for...
Yeah, that would probably cause some trouble.
Did I just say they're drifting in a helicopter?
Well, they are. It is like drifting, right? Hello, Xenos. How are ya? Yeah, so Crafty Iggy's talking about Lausanne University has a brain-controlled wheelchair. So I actually played... Baz, do you remember that at all? And we met a guy who was working at University of Warwick, or Warwickshire University. I can't remember which way it said. And he walked me through a project that he'd done, which was a brain-controlled computer, brain-controlled wheelchair. I crashed it. I managed to crash it. And they also worked with Top Gear on an episode that I don't think they ever did that was a brain-controlled car, which I think was kind of neat. Really, I guess a lot of people laugh. At things that they don't understand, Captain Calvin Cat. So, if Dorothy was talking about air taxis and people thought that was stupid in Germany, then that just means they hadn't become common acceptance yet, I guess, right? There's the mind-controlled mouse. There's a lot of stuff that's mind-controlled now, including robotic limbs and things. Not enough brain discipline to crash that wheelchair. Needed more practice. Exactly, Watcher. I've got to look up who the fellow was who I talked to about that, because he was fantastic. I've been very curious to know what he's doing now, what he's working on now, if he's still working in that field or not. I think one of the issues with flying cars is they would be really loud, I'm sure. And also, they'd be driven by idiots. Because they'd be driven by humans who are trying to take off on the highway or land on the highway and stuff.
And rich humans.
Well, to start off with, all those technologies are usually pretty expensive, aren't they? I have a friend that developed BCI algorithms, so brain-computer interface algorithms for EEG, electroencephalogram controlled limbs. Yeah, that's amazing. Amazing stuff that they're doing in that.
I have something we should talk about.
What do you got?
TechBandits. Game Bandits.
Cookies with weapons.
What was that?
Should I say? Or should I? Okay. Well, have you seen Mario Kart Home Circuit?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty neat, isn't it?
I know, right? I just found out that it's a free download, so I think I might get it on my Switch.
Oh, Mario Home Circuit. There's a free download. This should really be a TechBandits thing. I mean, a Game Bandits thing on Thursday.
Sorry. That's why I didn't want to bring it up.
No, not at all. We can still bring it up again. You should make... you know what, Baz? I've got a project for you then. Why don't you make a video about it? Like, do a video capture of the gameplay, see what it's like.
Are you talking about for Thursday?
Yeah. Oh, you got too much
I
homework.
can't do that. Sorry.
You've got all those audition things you got to do, isn't it? Not audition things. What's it called? Interview things?
I have, this history thing where I have to, make up info about a dude that's due Friday, and I also have my global studies business plan that's due Friday.
Who do you have to do your project on for Friday? What dude is that?
I have to do it on Robert B. Dickey.
Robert B. Dickey. Robert B.
I don't know why we're still learning about Canadian history. I found it really boring.
Who is he?
No offense to anyone that likes Canadian history.
He's considered one of the fathers of Confederation, and he had a lovely beard.
Yep, I have to write about him.
What do you have to write about him?
I have to write a paragraph about his perspective of going to the meetings.
Oh, really? So he kept a diary or something?
No,
Oh.
I just have to guess off facts.
Oh, oh, that's kind of neat. So you get to write a story around what you
I'm
know
probably
about.
just gonna get some facts, put it up on one side of my screen, and then I'm just gonna start speaking gibberish.
That's great.
Titan.
Not.
It'll give me a good mark, believe me.
So you could go. So what? It's like things like, I rode my horse, but she had a bad leg, and I parked her at the,
Park a horse.
at the apothecary, but I couldn't find a good spot. So
Yeah, well, it would kind of be more like, let's say he was with Confederation, like he wanted to confederate. I would
Right.
be like, I went to the meeting. I really wanted to confederate.
what does
At this
confederate
time.
mean?
It was basically when all the people would come together.
Mm-hmm. So confederate means like bringing all of the provinces and stuff together.
Yeah, it was bringing everyone together. So Canada East, Canada West, all those places.
I see. So this was before Canada was known as Canada.
Yes, as Canada.
I see.
But- Canada first called Canada.
No.
Was it?
Canada, no, it wasn't. Canada, it was called North America.
I thought
It's still called North America, isn't it?
It is.
at
but
least
it
what they
was
taught us
named-
at school that Canada's first calling was Canada
Huh.
I don't think
from
Canada, but Canada means home in a language or village. I don't know which one it was.
The origin of the name Canada. Oh, there you go. No, it really was. It sounds like, well, according to they say it likely comes from the Huron Iroquois word Kanata, which means village or
Kanata.
settlement.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So it may have come from the word Kanata. So what, we just misheard it and spelled it differently?
Yeah, we misheard it, basically.
We're pretty good at that, aren't we? It's also a fast-growing suburb known for the high-tech business in the city of Ottawa, by the way. That's interesting. Okay, so you got to come up with. What was that?
just the saying Canada is in Ottawa.
No, Canada's not in Ottawa, but there's a place called Canada, like you said, but it's in Ottawa. I guess it's a region now. So I guess
Spelled with a K, right?
spelled with a K, exactly. Yeah. It's funny. Like we were talking about, just reevaluating the things that we look at. One of the things that we found ourselves doing as well is looking at the names of places and what we call things and stuff. Because there's some people who don't like the term Canada because
Why?
Well, because when we created Canada at the expense of the indigenous people who were living here before us, right? So they say, you guys call it Canada, but it's not Canada. It's our land, and you just stole it from us, and you called it Canada. So,
Well,
again, perspective, right?
yes. They did steal the land. It is stolen. I not even knew that. I'm just saying that they thought it meant they thought Canada was the place that they came from.
Right.
first
They
heard it,
misunderstood.
They thought so basically, I'm pretty sure one dude kidnapped some general's two sons, and then one dude wanted to go back, so then they took him back, and he kept saying Kanata, implying village or settlement, and go back. I want to go back.
I want to go back to the village. I want to go back to the village.
And he was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, Kanata. That's what this place is called.
Ha. So that's what they... Lilithfin's saying, see,
Canada
Canadian
was
history...
named Canada on an accident?
Yeah, isn't that funny? The Canada just meant village, and then we thought it meant the whole place. Lilithfin, it's so funny. I feel like Canadian history, I don't know about if you find this, Wolf Pup, but I remember at school, and Baz seems to be finding this too, that it's like, all right, already, let's get on. We've done some Canadian history. I want the rest of the history. I want some, world history.
I've always wanted to learn about World War II and world wars because I feel like that's just such a fun subject to talk about. It'll be
Teach us
really
that they don't really
But we
teach us
don't- we
about
don't learn
World
that.
War.
I don't get to. Yeah, well,
Wait a second, Captain Calvin Cat, is that true?
What?
They say it reminds them of a time when one dude encountered this big hopping animal in Australia, and he pointed at it and he asked the indigenous human, "What is that?" And he said, "Kangaroo," meaning I have no idea what you're saying. But the English dude thought, "Yeah, that animal's called a kangaroo." I wonder if that's true. If that's true, that's fantastic. Oh, it's not true. Damn it, James! You are the destroyer of dreams. But it's a great idea, though. But that's basically what happened with Canada, we think, maybe. The Canada, or Kanata. That's Captain Calvin Cat. Just go back to singing Waltzing Matilda. It's a myth. Damn it. Myths are good, though. But I like the idea that... So this may be a myth as well, but I like the idea that I guess I'm assuming someone's researched it and figured out that the Iroquois Huron word for village was Kanata. Or Kanta. Sorry, how was it again, Wolf Pup?
Canada, I think.
Canada. That it was Canada, and that we mistook it for that. Some of the first settlers in Canada were the Portuguese. So yeah, there was a whole bunch of us. There's the Portuguese, there was the Brits, there was the French. There were the Dutch. The Dutch had a big place in that as well. Kangaroos were named by the native population. Oh, interesting. Okay, all right. Myths are legends, they ring with truths. Ooh, that's kind of a fun quote. Myths are legends, they ring with truths. Can I whistle the theme of Hogan's Heroes instead? Okay, you go right ahead, Captain Cat. I don't know what I really learned about anything about Canadian history growing up. I wish we focused more on other countries in the curriculum when I was in school. Yeah, I agree, Jasmine Mir. I had the same issue where it was like Canadian history is, first off, not very long, obviously. I found it a little dull, I've got to say. But there.
Sorry, I found it really dull as well.
But history itself is not boring because
I feel like in my old school. Sorry, I cut you off. But what I was trying to do, what I was agreeing with you, I was like, yeah, no, it's not like what. Sorry. You can continue.
I can continue now.
I'm very sorry.
No, not at all. Don't worry about it. In Newfoundland, yes, there's a tradition of kissing a fish and drinking something like in Portugal. Yes, I'm afraid I've been there, Crafty Iggy, and I have in fact done that. It was a puffin's butt. You have to drink this horrible screech stuff.
You drank out of a puffin's butt?
No, you drink this horrible stuff called like screech or something, and then you're supposed to kiss the butt of a stuffed puffin. And then you've been screeched in or something.
I thought you said you drank out of a puffin's butt.
No, that would be.
Like, what
I wouldn't
the
do that.
hell?
But there's also a fish. I may have kissed a fish as well. It was a long night, and there were a lot of drinks involved, and I was much, much younger. Watcher hated history in school and all dates, which I have trouble with. Now you can have videos of your history, much more engaging. That's so true. Yeah, I mean it's. I think the thing about history is, again, it's how it's taught, and it's about, I like Baz. You've got a history teacher who, like, doesn't she sort of come in and character?
I really like my history teacher.
Yeah, she comes.
My old history teacher was. I just learned about what First Nations ate.
Oh,
like every year, this is what they ate. This is where they lived, and I still don't remember because, no offense, they taught it really badly. But
you're listening to this.
What's that?
That would suck.
What sucks?
If the teacher that he's talking about was listening to this.
Oh yeah,
I didn't have a specific history teacher as my homeroom teacher, and they knew they were bad.
That's an interesting one.
They aren't allowed to do math anymore.
Who's not allowed to do math anymore?
My old homeroom teacher.
Really?
Why?
Because they had to
failed grade 4 math.
They had to polish up their math skills or something. I don't know. That may be just an urban legend too. Who knows? Anyways, let's not focus on that.
Urban legend. Sorry.
No, not at all, Baz. I'm not. I'm just saying. There's no point. There's an interesting point here. Watcher is saying is how many kids know about Hamilton now? How many kids? Why do people keep saying kids? What about grown-ups? Like for some of us who did very little school because they didn't realize that school.
Actually, we're thinking of watching Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
Our school, yeah.
We've already watched it, right, Baz?
Yeah, but we're thinking of watching Hamilton as like a really good thing
Oh,
because
it's
it's
great.
about the American Revolution, and we're
It's
learning about the
absolutely.
Canadian Revolution.
And what a great way of learning history with some cool songs, a really great play, and yeah, no, I think it's a fantastic way of doing it. I mean, I wish that things like I don't know about Hamilton. Hamilton is it's on. If you have Disney Plus right now, the stage play is available.
I think it's gone now.
Is it gone?
I smell like the Tim Hortons breakfast sandwiches downstairs.
What?
And I think I might be having a heart attack.
What?
I'm not too sure though.
There were breakfast sandwiches upstairs?
Might be
No,
having
I hate
think
musicals. It's true, Bertley. I really do hate musicals. But there's every so often there are good ones. Like Jesus Christ Superstar I thought was really good. Mainly because when I went into it, I thought it was going to be like a religious thing. And it was actually just a really good, it was just a great movie.
It was actually, I also hate musicals.
Have you seen-
because of my father.
Have you seen that? Well, you hate music now because I sing to you in the mornings.
You sing me stuff at like 3 a.m.
wait.
I practiced my guitar in his room while he goes to sleep.
Which I do enjoy. It is fun.
Yeah.
Mainly because he doesn't notice them watching TV for the whole time.
I noticed what you're doing. That's why I tell you to put it away before you're trying to go to bed. Oh, wait a second. It's 6 o'clock. I'm supposed to be going up and making dinner and stuff, aren't I? Oh, no, James. You don't just love musicals. You also love Apple computers. So, there's a few things. Little Shop of Horrors is great, though. That was great. Did you know that Little Shop of Horrors is the largest grossing independent film, I think, in history or something like crazy like that, or it was for a period of time? Because it was made for like nothing on a weekend. And then it turned into this massive, like...
What was?
Little Shop of Horrors. Have you ever seen that musical, Baz?
No.
It's about a giant plant that eats people. Kind of hard to lose that.
Oh, I think that is what the Plants vs. Zombies got the Trump idea from.
Yeah, it does. It looks exactly like Seymour. Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me the child.
Feed me, Seymour. Yeah, because he just had basically taken... Oh, Rocky Horror Picture Show's amazing, too. What other musicals are good? Surprisingly good. Oh, I think my favorite musical of all time is actually a movie, and it's Moulin Rouge. I think Moulin Rouge is freaking brilliant.
I like Moulin Rouge.
I really enjoyed that. I don't like musicals, Journey, whatever your name is, James. Moulin Rouge is fantastic, see? Cal, stay out of this
James
conversation.
Gurney.
I didn't like Les Miserables. I didn't like Phantom of the Opera. Cats, I didn't watch the movie. I watched the play, and I didn't like that. I remember
we're not watching Cats. We're never watching Cats.
I quite liked Evita when it came out. I haven't seen Chicago. But James, you like musicals. The Book of Mormon. I didn't like the Book of Mormon. Into the Woods is awful, Amazon 42. Awful. I don't know what the play's like, but the movie was just horrible. Book of Mormon I didn't like. Wicked. Well, Baz, did you make me watch Wicked? No, there was a song called Wicked in that Disney thing you saw, right?
Oh, the Disney thing. I know the Disney thing.
Yeah, nice try, Cal. Nice try. Have you seen Beauty and the Beast? Beauty and the Beast. Life of Brian's pretty great. Greatest Showman. You know what? The Greatest Showman was good. I did enjoy that. I didn't like it. You didn't like it?
No.
I thought I quite liked it. Maybe I didn't. I hate all musicals, so I must have hated it, right, James Gurney?
Actually, I don't think you liked it.
What's B&B? Aladdin? Sweeney Todd? Yeah, I guess.
The
maybe.
movie. Oh my god. Like, the live action one, we couldn't watch. It was so bad.
Beauty and the Beast, the TV show. Greatest Showman had a plot. Yeah, it had a bit of a plot.
There's other ones that are, in my opinion, better than Greatest Showman, and it has a plot. Even though I don't watch many musicals.
I'm trying to think. There was a musical that I saw that I was like, wow. I like. They're not really plot based or even. I mean, I like Cirque du Soleil, which has a lot of music in it. Oh, how was Repo the Genetic Opera? I was always curious about that. Frosty the... What? No. Little Mermaid. Oh, God. Evil Dead would be fun. That would be fun, actually. Apparently there's an Evil Dead musical, which could be quite good. All right, look, nice try, everybody, but you completely distracted me, and I gotta go. All right.
You don't.
I know you don't. But
You definitely don't have to go.
I feel like I should. I feel like I should go and make dinner like I'm supposed to.
You don't have to go.
I have jobs, to do. The job is... Oh, you know what we've also got to do? I've got this. We've got to build this. We've got to build this thing. This... I don't know if I've got enough cable for this. This right here, can you see me? This giant box here that weighs a ton. This is the beginning of the CNC. I got 2 more boxes. I have to build this giant CNC. But I don't know where to build it because I think if I build it in here, I won't ever be able to get it out of here again. So I'll have to build it in the other room. Or I might, you know what I might have to do for this one? I think I might have to make a video and get my son to edit it for me. Of the CNC build because I don't think I can build the CNC in place because it's going to be too big. Dude, T. Groutman, not only do I have that CNC machine, I've got a little mini CNC machine too, which I'm putting the laser on because I want to try doing some laser etching. And I thought I would use cardboard to start and probably burn the house down. But I thought I would just give it a go. CNC is basically it's almost like an electric drill that is programmed to move around in specific ways to cut wood, plastic, metal, whatever you want to cut things out. So it's pretty neat. Or foam core, yeah, I could do that too. Now you just need a laser 3D metal printer, or a plasma cutter.
Those are things.
I know. I'm saying a plasma cutter. How great would it be to have a plasma cutter that just goes in and you put a big sheet of metal in it. It just cuts out like helmets and shields and stuff for you. It'd be so awesome. All right, I'm out of here. Everybody, thank you very, very much. Huge thanks to Ruby K and a little bit to Cal for doing all the moderating stuff or whatever. My son is starving. Didn't you almost cut your thumbs off on a chair last week? Thanks to Liflin. Oh my god, I got to finish that too. Right, that's all set up. I got to put that all back together again, see if I can get it to at least work without maiming myself. Or actually, I'm not sure I want to sit in that chair and have that thing come smacking down. I feel that could end any possibility of future children. Although I think that's done too. Have a great day, Bandits David. Thank you, Jasmine Mirror. Thank you, Craft Ziggy, for your 3D printing my dinner. Ms. Links, everybody, thank you very, very much. Don't soil my name with your larynx. Cal, you are dredging the bottom of the barrel today for the insults, I'd have to say. You need to get some more sleep. Legends, it's a full-time job. Mr. Clean Tracy, later. Benoit, bye. Bertley, wild ride the stream was today. It really was all over the place, wasn't it? I didn't mean to upset you, Baz, by the way.
You didn't upset me, sorry.
You're just struggling to make your point.
Conversations about this stuff, and I just don't want to bring it up again. And I do have arguments sometimes, and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a great skill to learn how to do is to debate. Because unfortunately, I think it's kind of a lost art now. Where it's the idea of like having an argument with someone that isn't an argument, that doesn't get angry or that doesn't have, it's tough with your dad too, because I know for me with my dad, I always feel like whenever my dad has a different opinion of me, I always feel like my dad just thinks I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Or that somehow I'm being judged for it. So it's very hard to have those kind of conversations with your dad, I think. But yeah, I would say if you could, there's often debating clubs in school as well, where you learn how to, the skills for arguing so that you can win arguments. I have a friend, Andrew Miller, who's very, very good at that. Who's just so good. And you know who else was really good at it? Was that Socrates guy from Bill and Ted's. I'm joking, of course. Socrates. Socrates.
Yeah. Wait, Dad. Socrates is who I had to study and write about for my philosophy project. Right?
Seriously? Oh,
do you not know that?
He's great. He was so good at doing things like he would say, "Oh, well, I'm just an idiot. So maybe you could explain your point again." And then someone would explain their point, and then he'd say like, "Well, I mean, I'm just an idiot."
Executed for teaching people the wrong or something?
I can't remember exactly why he was poisoned. Yeah, he was given.
Yes, yeah. No. I know exactly why. So he was poisoned. He was thought that he was killing like the young. Like he thought that he was like poisoning, like giving the wrong ideas to the young.
He was poisoning their minds.
He was poisoning their minds. They said that that's what he was doing.
James Gurney says he was killed for being a smartass.
Yeah, basically that. And he
one of the first loves of my life suggested that I read Plato, did I get that right? God,
Plato,
so
I'm pretty sure, was one of the students of Socrates.
right, and I think that Plato wrote. Didn't Plato write Socrates or something? It was, I can't still remember how it was. I can't remember now. It's been so long. Anyways, and I sat down and read this stuff, and I was just blown away because they talked about also Plato's cave as well, which is the idea that we don't see perfection. We see a reflection of perfection, and that somewhere there is this perfection. It's somewhere that nowhere is in our world is perfection possible. It's really neat. There's some really, but yeah, Socrates was I feel like, didn't Plato write about Socrates? Didn't he write, he used to write these
I think Plato was one of the students of Socrates.
Right, but I think as one of the students, Plato wrote a whole thing about Socrates as well. So as being his student, Plato was given.
Never said that they'd never.
Oh, was it the letters? Was that what it was? Plato wrote that's it. Captain Calvin Katz hit it on the head. Plato wrote Socrates fan fiction. That's really it. And I think everyone gave Socrates a lot of credit, and then some people have wondered if maybe Plato was perhaps part of the genius there, possibly even the real genius behind Socrates, because he liked Socrates so much that he sort of built him up in these stories. They're really fun, Baz. There's some, I'll bet you there's some great videos on YouTube about Socrates and his thoughts on things.
There was some really good videos.
The Greek philosophers were so cool.
Let me get to this right. Was he the one that believed also that if someone does something wrong in the moment, it doesn't outweigh the reasons of why they did that wrong thing, compared to if someone does something wrong in the moment, if someone does something wrong, it outweighs their reasons. He believed that if someone did something wrong, their reasons outweighed their fallings, basically.
Their failings?
Yeah, they're the wrong that they done. The reasons that they did that wrong outweighs the other stuff.
Huh. I'm not sure I entirely understand, but well, that's interesting. I'm looking up some of his quotes now, seeing if there's something that might speak to that. I mean, I think Cal already said this before, but basically, I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Right? There is I use this sometimes, where it's just, and sometimes I just don't know it, but sometimes it's better to just start from scratch and just say, okay, I don't know anything about this, so I want to know everything there is to know about it. And because if you come into something thinking that you know everything about it, it's very hard to learn more about it, right?
Yeah.
So let me see if I can find that one. That's an interesting thing, though. So what were you saying about that? And I'm trying to think, are there any key words I could look up? From the deepest desires often comes the deadliest hate. Boy, he's got some great quotes. Was this the end? I'm looking for that. Well, maybe someone else has already done it in the thing, but no great mind ever existed without a touch of madness. Oh, that's cool. Great. Isn't that great?
Pretty good.
That's a pretty neat quote. Why is no one mentioning Aristotle, the true genius? What? Yeah, Aristotle's pretty great too, I gotta say. I would never say I knew nothing either, but that I knew very little. Yeah, it's interesting, Captain Calvin Cat. I for some reason, Socrates and thus, Plato and thus Socrates was very interesting to me as a kid. Not as a kid, but in my 20s. And Baz, you seem to really quite like philosophy, don't you? The means justifies the gains. Ah, that's a neat way of putting it. Does that make sense, Baz? That the means justify the gains. That what you do is justified if the end result is for the best. Does that make sense? Oh, wait a sec. Plato taught Aristotle? I didn't know that. Oh, that Machiavelli guy's pretty cool, too. All right. Way to go, everybody, for distracting me yet again.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that wasn't you. It was me. All right,
Can
everybody.
we distract him one more time with...
What's that?
I was saying...
You going to try to distract me one more time?
Yeah.
Um,
We need to keep you distracted because...
Otherwise, I
then-
leave.
Yeah. And that... We don't want that.
We are both playing, I think.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Ark Survival.
Oh, you're like totally hooked on that, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to buy all the DLCs.
Oh, we've got a couple of DLC. I guess we can't share them. Baz, there's no way for me to share my DLC, is there?
Baz has them all. I saw it.
So I can't sell you or trade you my downloaded content?
I think so.
Oh, that's why I was so confused, because you said that you had a snow owl, and then you said there's no way I could get it. And I was like, oh.
Dinner philosophy, by the way. Philosophy is Greek for the love of wisdom. Ooh, that's cool. And dinosaurs. All right, everybody. I'm going to say adieu and goodnight because I know that Wolf Pup is dying to get out of here.
No, I'm not.
I know, I'm just kidding.
If anything, I want to stay longer.
Well, we're going to do Wednesday. We did not doing Wednesday. We're doing Thursday. So Thursday, we're going to do Game Bandits, and we will... So look for fun stuff about that. I guess. So yeah, any kind of gaming news that you have that could be useful, let us know. Actually, likewise for people out there. I
just remembered something we forgot to talk about because this is technically.
That's game related?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Well, then save it for Thursday. I was going to say, if it's tech related, then we could talk about it now, maybe. But I've got to go because I keep saying I have to go. James Gurney, a pleasure as always. Needs to advance level. Oh, for Game Bandits, the D&D group needs to advance to level 4. What does that mean? How do we advance to level 4?
Oh, wait. Can we tell people what you told us in the Discord, what we're going to be doing, or no?
What did I say in the Discord?
What James Gurney said.
Oh! What did he say?
I have no idea. I don't want to know.
I want to say...
What about Stranger Things?
No. Go to TechBandits Live.
Okay. I'm going there now.
And then go to where James Gurney said, for the bandits who had to leave at the end.
Oh, yeah.
You made... And then saying, and then what we're going to be doing next, which that's the thing that is making me go,
ooh,
oh my god.
Yeah. We're going to fight a dragon next time? Oh, man. James.
Dad!
What? That's what it says. We know that. There was a dragon. Dude, there was a dragon at the end of the stream, you nutbar.
Yeah.
Remember it blotted out the sun. It was a giant white dragon.
Yes.
What part of that?
What we're gonna do?
What part of that is a spoiler?
All of it.
Oh, maybe we couldn't have fought the dragon. Maybe the dragon.
I know James
was
is saying
there.
the same thing. Baz, you were there. Were you asleep?
I was. Well, I saw the dragon. I never said I didn't see the dragon.
Maybe the dragon was.
I love that you said you saw the dragon. I saw the dragon too, but it's only because James described it with such detail, blotting out the sun. You know, it was just like, oh, James has way too much fun with this. A giant white dragon, that's it. Did you fight with Sito Kaiba? I don't know.
Good at describing, it's a good thing.
Ask him about the robot arm you can build out of 3D... What? Ask him about the robot arm you can build out of 3D printed parts. Keep him talking. Ah, nice try. It's a full-time job. I'm out of here. All right, everybody. Until
you're not allowed to.
we geek again, I will say a cheerio and adieu. And thank you, Wolf Pup. It's always a pleasure. And thanks for bringing topics. And Baz, thank you very much, too. I know that you got a lot going on, so I really appreciate you you coming by and supporting your old man and his tech bandits. All right? Love you, bud.
to. Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Surrounding the end, I just was talking about random stuff.
Well, that's good
To
though. The
be
random
honest.
stuff, but I like the random stuff. You know what I'm like? I call them squirrels because they're the things that take
Squirrels?
you completely off topic, right? Squirrel.
Squirrels.
Remember that movie? Like, remember what was it? Up. The dog. Squirrel. That was me. Like that's
Or
so.
just like any
So
old-
anything that we call distracting, we call them squirrels. And now I'm gonna go because I've got distracted again. All right, everybody. Till we geek again, I will say cheerio and huzzah, and then I will hit a button and that will stop everything. Bye.